Yeah, so really I can either use the word that Xander said about, or I can use my squiggly lines, right? Because my squiggly lines mean that it is approximately. And since we rounded, that's what we need to be using. Okay? All right, let me scroll out just a little bit so you guys can copy it. Those of you that are copying, because you can still see it, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so what if the family goes 4 times? Would the season passes save them money?
Yes.
Yeah. So how would we figure that out? How much money, right?
Maybe we would just do something for the 3 days.
Yep. So 340 times 4 would be
1,360.
right. So if they go 4 times, they're going to pay 1,360 versus if they just buy the season pass, it's only $1,000. So they would save. So they would save $360 if they bought the season pass, if that's the case, to go 4 times. So yes, they would save money. All right, number 2. So what are we going to estimate? So it says estimate -3 8/10 times 3 minus 17 divided by 20. Tell whether your estimate is an under or an over.
Wait, 17.
Didn't that say 17? I'm sorry, 117. Man, I've been doing this all day. I'm tired. 117 divided by 20.
Okay. Let's do.
Could we? Oh, sorry, Xander. Go ahead.
No, you go first. I said it.
So what can we? Go ahead, Jaden.
So we can estimate -3.824.
Yep. And it's negative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the next one?
And then multiply that by, and then it'd be times 3.
Yep, because that one shouldn't have to be rounded, okay?
But I'm a little stuck on the 117.
Then should we do it to 120?
Yeah.
Or 120 divided by 10? Divided by 20? Or should we do it?
I would do 120 divided by 20 because that goes nicely. How many times? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to put that up here. So 120 divided by 20 is 6. Okay? So now, multiply. So -4 times 3 is what?
-12.
Minus 6.
Which is -8.
Yes.
Or, yeah.
Okay? So,
My main problem in doing this, I couldn't figure out, like, there were multiple options for the 117 over 20.
right. So, okay, so this one's tricky because it's asking you about, is it an underestimate or an overestimate? So usually when you round numbers up, it's an overestimate.
Why would it be an overestimate if you round it up?
Well, do I have positive numbers?
Oh.
I don't, right? My answer is negative. So because I rounded up, I will get a larger number. But the larger the negative, what happens to the value? Yeah. So my answer is what's my answer? What's my answer? Hold on, I gotta figure it out. I did it on another class. I don't know what I did with it. So my answer well, I don't know what I did with the other paper. Okay, somebody got a calculator? Figure it out. So my answer is 3.8 times 3. So that would be 114 negative, right? Minus 5.85. So plus 11.4. Oh. Man, I can't type something right today. All right, so this is negative 17.25. Okay, so even though we really went higher, right? We kind of overestimated, but because we have negatives, we really underestimated because negative 18 is smaller than negative 17 and 25/100. So this would be an underestimate. Now, if they were positive numbers, then by all means we would be over, right? Because we rounded the 3 and 8/10 to 4. And we rounded this to 120 divided by 20. So if it was positive, by all means, it would be over. But because we're dealing with negative numbers, it's an underestimate. Okay? Any questions about that? No? All right, let's move on to the back page. Let me zoom back out.
We're doing all of it, right?
No.
Let me see. We did 6.
All right. All right, so then the last one. So what do you, just looking at the numbers, will we be an under or an over? So if I, yeah, because I would round this to like 300, 200, and 100, right? They're all positive. So 300, 200, 100. So that gives me 600. They're all positive. We rounded up, so we would have to have an overestimate. So if they are talking over or under, we would be over estimate. All right, so she makes 65% of that money. So we would need to multiply the 65 times the 600. So the reason why it says this is approximately is they want you to round that 65% to the closest fraction. And the closest fraction to 65 would be 66, which is what? Yeah, which is 2/3, right? So they want you to take 2/3 of 600. So I can tell you why they did 2/3. Because if I cross simplify, 3 goes into 600 really nicely, doesn't it? So 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into here 200. And then 2 times 200 would be 400. So she would make $400, which is 66% of 400. So once again, because we multiplied by 66% and not 65%, the amount of money she makes is an overestimate. Not by much, but she is. Okay?
My main problems with overestimates and underestimates are the fractions.
Yep.
Fractions are always tricky.
Yep. And they don't go away. Even when you get in algebra, they don't go away. All right. So you guys take about 8 minutes and work on that check understanding. Once again, don't wait on me. If you're done, move on to the on your own. And once again, the on your own is 3 through 6 and number 10. Okay? So work on the check understanding and we'll come back and check it. All right?
Hey, Miss Lavelle.
Yeah.
So for 6.1, what were all the questions we were supposed to do?
I don't know. Go back and look at the general page and see what it says.
Because I kind of did all of them, but I wasn't sure. Oh, shoot. Well, good practice.
I thought you did all of them. I have all of them.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to do 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's alright.
On 6-1? Yeah, 6-1 was 4 through 8. 4 through 8.
That is all right.
All right, you got 7 minutes. Okay, so how much homework do you have? How much homework do you have? Okay, we'll get started. You don't have any practice tonight. None, and none. Do you want to see everybody again? Say hey, everybody. Say hey. Look over here. Go look at the camera. Say hey. Yeah, I do have a dog.
A doggo, pupper,
I have a dog and 2 guinea pigs.
guinea pig,
I have 2 of them.
dinner. Really, Micah? You eat dogs? I said the guinea pigs.
I think he's talking about the guinea pigs.
I meant the guinea pigs. I did not eat the dog. I'm sick when I'm sick.
You heard him talking about you.
They scrumptious.
You heard him talking about you.
You've actually eaten a guinea pig, or are you no?
I think he's playing.
I'm happy. I'm was actually eating a guinea pig. You're lying.
It's kind of like eating a rat.
I swear. No one in the world eats pork. Pork is nasty.
All right, do your work. What?
Depends on how it's cooked. Which on your own 6'1" or 6'2"?
I'm not going to answer that.
6'2".
I know, exactly.
Will you not hear the whole entire meeting and everything?
What?
What?
She wants something.
I heard Among Us.
Yeah. Caitlin, will you take her outside? Go see Sissy. Go.
Talking about.
When is the tropical storm coming? It's already gone. It's past us. Yeah, it's already past us. No, it is. Hold on. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Yeah, it's right. So they're showing, can you see it on the screen? I know you can't. So yeah. And so if you look at the satellite, that's where it's at. It's past us. It's all up in there. What?
She don't want to go. She's not going past the kitchen. I don't know why.
So, yep. So we're almost, it's gone pretty much. Yep.
Don't get happy yet. There's another one that's like forming, and they're predicting it to. It might go the same way Edo went.
Yeah, that's true. Don't scream. Come on now.
And since this one's forming, it's going to strengthen. So.
Who is over here smacking? Is that you, Micah? No.
He's probably eating Linda's rocks.
Actually, no. I'm eating goldfish. Why are you eating at all? Because I'm distracted when I plan and do my work, yep. Who eats during class?
He does.
What do you think I'm doing?
That's what she said. Who? Who eats during class?
I thought we all did that.
No.
Why would you eat during class? Virtual. Because nobody's going to tell me not to as long as they don't hear it.
Mm.
Well, we heard it. Oh, you're not hearing it. You don't hear it anymore. You don't hear it anymore. Oh my God. Well, that nap. Dang, purple, that did. I have been number one. Follow green. My mic's still on. Dang it.
This is so laggy today. Okay, so let's.
What's that? Oh, that's the alarm.
It's my timer. Okay, so let's look at number 1.
Okay.
So what would we round 39 to? 40, yeah.
I rounded it.
Yep, that's what I would have done too. Okay, so that was 100 and.
160.
Yep. All right, what did we round adults to?
30, and then do that times 6.
Yeah.
180, and then I added those. But how did I get 160?
4 times 4 is 160, isn't it?
I mean 360. I added them both and I got 360. How did I get that?
Okay. So 160 and 180 is what? So 160 and 180? 340?
Oh yeah.
All right. And then we got to take 11 kids off. So what can we round 11 kids to?
Oh, I didn't do that.
I would round it to 10. And we're taking off $4. So we're going to take off 40. So they would make $300. I don't know what that noise is. I can mute everybody. All right. So was the estimate for the amount of income in problem 1 an over or an under?
I would say over.
Yeah, I would say over because we rounded everything up, right? They're all positives. And we rounded this up, we rounded this up, we rounded that up, we rounded out this up. And this, we rounded it down by one person, but that $4 isn't going to make much of a difference. So this was an over estimate. And the reason is because 4 is larger than 375, 40 is larger than 39, 30 is larger than 27, and 6 is larger than 595. So all 4 of those things were larger. So it's an overestimate. All right, so what about the last one? Use compatible numbers to estimate. So what would we have?
Little stuff, so that's
So what can we round 1950 to?
20, but we round up 5%.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I would just multiply it times that. And he would end up making what? $1 more?
I'll ask Alexa.
He would make $1 more, or she would, right? So, is it an over or under? Yeah, it's definitely over, right? Because we rounded it to 20 instead of 1950. So over.
That's a little sad. Only $1 raise.
I know.
Well, then we're gonna have McDonald's.
It's an overestimate. Okay.
Well, most small businesses do keep their money.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to look at number 10 because Leland asked for number 10. Okay, so Leland, this is for you. So it says Marion evaluated negative 238 hundredths times 2 tenths minus 1,000 times 62 ten thousandths. Sorry, I'm trying to load the chat so I can see what you guys are.
Oh, no, we're just chatting.
Okay. All right. So it says estimate the value. So what I would do is I would round this to 2 tenths. And it's negative. We know that this is already 2 tenths.
Wait. So we're basically just 0.2 times, or negative 0.2 times 0.2.
Yeah. So that would be what?
Wouldn't it be 0 since they kind of cancel each other out?
We're multiplying.
That's adding and subtracting.
Oh, I'm done.
No, you're not. So 0.2 times 0.2 is 0.04. Okay. Minus, I would round this to 1,000. And I would round this. Why did I round it to that? Well, I rounded it to 0.6.
Super high.
I know. I was like, why did I do that?
Close to like 100.
I would round it to 0.006. So 1,000 times 0.006 is what?
6.
Yeah. So then they're both negative, right? Negative and negative. So, right, remember, add the opposite.
Oh yeah.
Add the opposite, so they're negative. So you would get negative 6 4/100. So what does the question say? She said that they multiplied, right? And they ended up with 6 65/100 rounded to the nearest hundredth. So is our estimate an over or an under?
I want to say
Well, they're negative, so be careful.
Yeah,
Under.
no, over. Oh, wait.
No, it's over.
Over because
It's over.
this point negative 6.04 is higher than
Right. So we have an over estimate because negative 6 4/10 is larger than negative 6 65/100. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry, my bad.
I almost forgot about the negatives.
Yeah, that's why I said negatives you got to be careful on. So there you go, Leland. That one was for you.
I'm so glad Leland asked that question because I almost got it wrong.
Can't do that. Neebauer. Who is this to? Uh-huh. Okay, Leland. Get started on your homework. What are you doing? No, not yet. Not until 4:15.
No. You just didn't hear anything.
Yeah, they're quiet right now. They keep sending me. Yes, Leland. I don't know what this thing is doing. I uploaded the work info. Okay, Reagan, you can go. All right, Amir. See you tomorrow. Hey, guys. I forgot to tell you, I will not be in class tomorrow.
Why so?
None your business. But I will not be in class tomorrow. So still log in. Look at the general page for your assignment. It's going to be a worksheet, okay? And I'll upload it into Seesaw if it's not already there. So you won't be able to do it in Into Math.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know, somebody's
No.
baby brother or sister.
Baby? Woman? I don't know if that's a baby or a cat.
I don't know. Xander, what's your question?
Baby.
11.43, would you round that up to 15 or just 12?
I would probably round it down to 10. What number are you on, Xander?
I'm on 4. I'm so dumb.
So, you're not dumb. Y'all quit saying that. You're not dumb. Just because you have a question. All right, so number 4. So I would round the pet food to $20. And, I'm sorry, right. The pet food cost at the pet store, $18.66. So that would round to 20. And then the dry dog food, I would round to 30 cases. And then the canned food, I would round to 10. Yeah, so I rounded it down.
Okay.
Okay? And then times 30. So I rounded the 27 up, but the 34 down.
Miss Lavelle, are you showing us something or?
No. I was talking to Xander.
Oh. Well, I'm finished.
Okay. Once again, guys, I will not be in tomorrow morning, so just look on the general page, click the check mark so I know that you understood what your assignment was. Okay?
I'm already on. I need help.
Okay, what number?
Bye, Miss Lavelle.
Bye, Reagan. What number?
I need help on 5.
All right, so on 5, let me zoom out because it is way zoomed in. All right, so on 5, I would round this to 1,000. And then leave the 8 at 8. So that would give me 8,000 feet. And then it wants it in what? Miles? So we know that there are 5,280 miles. 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So I would round that to 5,000. And then when you divide 8,000 by 5,000, it's 1.5 miles. Okay, you got A so far? Jaden?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so then B says, if the engineer wants to find the exact spot of the blast, should she use the estimate or the exact answer? Well, that's a given. If you want to hit a certain spot, you would need to know the exact number, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, if you're going to throw a ball at someone, you don't want to guess. You want to actually throw it to the person. So you're going to need the exact spot. So the estimate would put you close, but not right on.
Could you check 3?
That's what you should have had for 3.
And 4? Thank you.
Uh-huh.
It's funny how I just happened to get 4 right.
Why is that funny?
Because, like, I got confused when I got to the middle section. And then I finally, it's like, I still don't understand what I did, but I did something that got me to the right answer.
Where's what, the 13th? Yeah. Go do your homework, or I'm fixing to take a cell phone away.
Okay. there.
Yeah, they're still here, Caitlin.
It's 4:15 now.
Oh, it is 4:17. All right, guys, it's way past 4:15. I guess we're at home. We didn't hear a bell, huh? I will not see you tomorrow, but the work is already posted in the Seesaw. Done. Did it in focus. Okay, Xander, you're good. It's already 4:17 though. All right, so your work for tomorrow is in focus and it is in Seesaw. Okay. So I will see you guys on Monday. Y'all have a good weekend. Okay.
Bye, Miss Lavelle.
Bye.
Can I sit here?
Well, could you sit here? It's my last class. I didn't even realize what time it was. I was doing something, trying to post the work.